Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time watching me. My name is Hanae and today I think I'll do a little bit of Q&A video just for you guys to get to know me better, because I feel like my first video I didn't really talk about myself much. I'll just focus on trying to do my makeup for work. So yeah, the other day I asked my Instagram followers, which is @yen.girl if you like to follow me. I asked my followers if they had any questions that they'd like to ask me, and I got a few responses, so I'm gonna try my best to answer them now so you can get to know me a little better. So yeah, let's get to it. The first question. How did you get into makeup? Well, when I was young, okay, let's just go back, because I feel like when I talk about myself, I cannot talk about myself unless I talk about my upbringing and past. So I was born in Japan, and I was born and raised there in a place called Nagoya, which is in the middle of the main island in Japan. It's kind of between Tokyo and Osaka, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I was there until age 14, and that's when I first moved to Australia with my family. Anyway, so when I was back in Japan, my mum, she would have all this makeup in the bathroom, and I think from age 13, that's when I first kind of started to experiment with makeup. I just loved the way it changed the way you looked, and you just got so much confidence by wearing it. And yeah, I just never kind of looked back. I don't really remember how I got into like all the other makeup, like all my eyeshadow and everything, but I just started watching YouTube and kind of copying what the girls on YouTube were doing, and here I am today. So that's how I got into makeup. So that's the first question done. Where have you traveled before? Favorite books, what you do for work or study? So I've traveled quite a lot. I've been really lucky that I've been able to travel around the world. Not around the world, but to a lot of places. So firstly, obviously I lived in Japan, so I've experienced how it's like to live there. I've also been to China on a school trip from Australia. I have a really funny story about a school trip in China if you'd like to know about it. But just let me know if you'd like to know about a really funny story that happened in China on a school trip. But yes, so I've been to China, I've been to America, I have been to South Africa. My boyfriend, he is South African and English, so I've been to South Africa, and I'm planning on going to Canada and America again at the end of this year, so I'm so excited. We're going to do a massive road trip, but yeah, I might do another whole video about that too. I don't know, I'm just trying to figure myself out. Next question. Favorite books? Favorite books. Unfortunately, I am not a book person at all. I'm sorry. But out of the books I've read, I'll just get it for you. Hold a second. This was a book that was assigned to me back in junior high school in Japan. It's called Flowers for Algernon. So I think this was probably one of the most, I don't know, heartbreaking and meaningful stories I've ever read. It's really good. It's a really good book. It's about this man who is quite intellectually challenged, and they do this experiment on his brain to make him intelligent, and about all these progress reports that he writes. So the whole book is based on progress reports. So he writes in a diary you know, what he goes through with the surgery and life after surgery and everything like that. It's really good. That's just one book that I've actually read. So probably one of the like very little amount of books that I've read. So yeah, that could be if that helps. What do you do for work or study? So there's another girl that asked me what 3 jobs I did over Christmas. So I can kind of combine those two questions and answer them now. So for work, I have 3 jobs right now. I work at a department store, I work at a retail, just clothes shop, girls clothes shop, and I am a waitress by night. So I have 2 day jobs and 1 night job. I predominantly am at the department store. That's a really new job, but I've been getting lots of hours there, which has been really amazing. The waitressing job, I have been there for 3 years now, which has been crazy because it doesn't seem like that at all. But I guess I started there once I graduated high school, so yeah, it's been like 3-4 years now, which is crazy insane. And yeah, so the other retail job, I've been there for maybe over a year. But throughout the years, I've had quite a few different jobs. But yeah, these are the 3 that I've settled now, because I'll get to the study bit. So I just recently finished a degree in psychology. So I finished my Bachelor of Social Science, majoring in psychology. So I did 3 years of university here on the Sunshine Coast in Australia. Yeah, so that was a big accomplishment. That was a big milestone for me. So 2018 was a really big year. It was really meaningful. I will talk about my struggles with career choices after high school. If you guys want to hear about that, just let me know. You know, because it can be really daunting graduating high school. It's like, what do you do now? And then we're just kind of forced to choose make all these choices, and it's really daunting, and I know how it feels. So if I could share my experiences and what I've been through, maybe it'll help you. Next question. So this is the hardest question I've gotten, I swear to God. Okay, if you could only listen to 3 artists, who would they be and why? Bruh, 3 artists. That is not enough. Like, my music taste ranges from like garage rock bands to bloody hardcore rap and chill hop music, jazz music. Like, honestly, that is the hardest thing. But the first band I would say would be the 1975, just because they have a great range of music, because they have lots of amazing upbeat songs that makes me so damn happy listening to it, and they have really depressing songs too. So, you know, I'm feeling depressed, at least I can listen to their depressing music. Yeah. Second artist will be Adele. I love Adele. She gives me the feels. Like, her lyrics and songs just been part of my life for such a long time. So I think it'd be hard to go without her music for the rest of my life. Yeah, Adele. So from 1975, Adele, and I'd say I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of judgy comments, but Drake. Drake, he is an absolute daddy. Sorry, not sorry. He is gorgeous, and his music pops. Just such bops. So yeah, that's probably my 3. The 1975, Adele, and Drake. Yeah, that's how random my bloody music taste is. But anyways, that was the hardest question. Should we be encouraging more men to wear makeup so that it is less a gendered product? No, I don't think we should necessarily be encouraging men to wear makeup, but I think we should be more accepting of men who chooses to wear makeup. If guys want to wear makeup, then go ahead. Amazing, that's fantastic, you know. There's nothing wrong with like wearing makeup. That is absolutely free to do, and I think people should be less judgy of people who chooses to wear makeup, you know. I feel like if that kind of prejudice and stereotype and judgment was removed, then our society as a whole will be a much better place. Not just in regards to bloody makeup, guys wearing makeup, but with everything. Because I feel like any guy would be scared to walk up to the chemist and go grab a concealer because they want to hide a zit, or, you know, do the fill in their eyebrows or whatever, because they're scared of the judgment. And that's just what our society has become. That's what I think of the question. I don't think it really needs encouragement. but I think it should be more out there. What was it like growing up between Australia and Japan? That is a big question. Pretty damn hard, but I'm pretty damn lucky to be here today. Let's just say that. Well, growing up in Japan, I got to obviously learn the language, which is such a blessing because not many people get to have the luxury or privilege to know 2 languages fluently. And learning English was hard, but it did come naturally because my dad took me and my little sister. Yes, I have a little sister. She's like 3 years younger than me. Every year to Australia to do school here for maybe a month at a time, and we made friends with classmates, so we got to learn in a very natural way, not from a textbook or anything. So that was really, really great. Adjusting to the culture was definitely hard when I first moved to Australia for good. That was really like a culture shock. I mean, I knew what Australia was about because, you know, I've been going to Australia ever since I was a child every single year. But living there and knowing that I was going to be there for a long time was hard at first because, you know, we moved from where everything was in Japan, all my friends, my family, the house that I grew up in, everything, to Australia. So trying to make new friends that kind of, you know, didn't just take me as like this Japanese girl that came to school, you know, that actually treated me like a human, like treated me like one of them, was really hard. And adjusting to the difference in cultures with the not just the language but just the culture is just so different, you know. I never got a lift to school. I know in Japan I never got a lift to school. I rode my bike or took the bus, and I later learned that that is normal in Australia, but I was like, what? Kids get driven to school every day? Like, that is crazy. I thought, whoa, my life's gonna be sweet. But yeah, and other stuff like the tuck shop, that didn't really exist. And as we grew up, you know, becoming adolescents, you know, the party scene, I was like, whoa. Like, I don't really know what's going on, but cool, that sounds fun, type of thing. Yeah, super different. Like, I feel like if I stayed in Japan, I would be a completely different person. I would not be here today doing this video. So I'm entirely grateful that my family made the decision to come over here because it's given me the opportunity to grow my language skills in English. That is like next level. Like, I would not have been able to extend my language abilities if I stayed in Japan. That's just the tea. And it's been amazing because it's given me a different worldview compared to other people. I see both cultures from different perspectives, and I feel like I am a more open-hearted person from the experience. So yeah, growing up between Australia and Japan, it's been great. It's been a ride. That's about it. I hope you kind of learnt a thing or two about me now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. You have a good day.